Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again, and guess what, we're doing Fool's Gold. And in this, let me show you how this quickly works, in case you're very new to this. Now what I do in Fool's Gold is I cover the art, or I cover the cover, the art and the story. Now, as you can see there, I've got total for the artist or artists and total for the writer. Now, this links in regards to currency conversion. As you can see here, this is the price that it is in the US. Currency conversion price, alright, we go to $3.99. Shelf price, it's just under $8. But because I've got a standing order and 10% off, it's about $7.15. Nice, quick and simple. So, first things first, let's rate the cover and how much I think it's worth. Now, does this cover in any way relate to the internal story? About half. So a 5 out of 10 for the cover. How much do I think the cover's actually worth? $1.50 at most. So that's $1.50 that goes towards the artist. Let's move into the internal art. Alright, this is just a couple of pages. And I'll show you another couple. And this is another page. So, for the art, the internal art, about 4.5 out of 10. It did feel like it slipped a bit and had some places where it wasn't that strong. How much would I give to the artist for it? Maybe $1. So that's overall, as you saw before, this is the total which goes towards the artist. So it will be $2.50 Australian, to which, if you're living overseas, you're going to convert it into your currency, whatever your currency is, even if it's US. So, what about the story? What are the things that I like to enjoy in a story? Did we get cast of characters? Yes, we did get cast of characters, and we got their names. And very clearly too, which was very good, very enjoyable. Did we get locations? Yes, we got locations a little bit more than expected. And it was really well done. I did enjoy that. There was an improvement in that compared to previous issues. What about time as to when things took place? Yes, we got that as well. So there's a huge improvement in that. What about comic references? Now, I'm very critical in relation to comic references, or critical in relation to stories, but it's for good purpose. It's why I address these 4 separate areas within the story. So, let's move to the comic references. Alright, starting off with the first comic reference that we see here. As you can see, even within the page and the panel, we have the character of Superman talking about when Jor-El came in. But I think our editor here needs to include more than the Oz effect here. Right? It's good to see that these comic references are being put in, but you need to show the continuity in reference to what's being said within the story. And this is where you slip a bit. Right? It's great that you've got the Oz effect here, right? That would have been fine if we were in Rebirth. Right? It is a part of Rebirth, but this Superman we've got now ain't like the Superman of Rebirth, including within the Action Comics. It's good that you use that, but if it was me that was the editor, yes, I would use the Oz effect. But I would also include Man of Steel. Right? As much as I dislike Bendis' storytelling and the way it's come across, right? If you're trying to maybe hint that maybe the reader should just pick up Dan Jurgens over Brian Michael Bendis, it could be like that you're trying to imply with this. Unless you want Bendis to gain a little bit more cash and traction, you would have included Man of Steel, Superman, the Unity Saga, and Superman Unity Saga House of Owl. To which addresses these very things that are being spoken about in regards to what happened with Lois and John Samuel Kent. Right? Now I'm going to address the next comic. Right? Moving into the next comic reference, we've got the editor, who once again is, I'm going to say, giving their best effort, but their best effort could be better. Alright, they really could improve this. Now, as we can see here, in reference to where we're speaking about the Daily Planet, there's just one thing you're missing in making reference to the Action Comics. Again, the Action Comics under Brian Michael Bendis. And that is, you should at least be indicating 2 to 3 of the issues of the actual Action Comics that you are showing in relation to what is being said in this part of the story. So readers like myself, when I come to a page like this, right, if I want to follow this part in connection to Action Comics that you're bringing up here, that I can follow the continuity in regards to this story, right? Because you're trying to show the crossover between Action Comics and Superman. Now, to rate the storytelling for the writer, I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 10. How much do I think the story's worth? I'd have to say 70 cents. Overall title, or overall total, I'll leave you to work that out. Until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you've made it to the end, you're all awesome. And remember, let's keep it colourful.